Hey guys, Oblivion4777 here, coming at you with the deck profile. On the deck I just used my Stardust Assault mode. So as you can see, this is my deck. It's not fully completed yet. I still want to try out a couple of things that I have in mind, and you know, I want to try out maybe different assault, maybe mixing it up. But we'll see how that happens in the future. I'll keep you guys updated if you guys want updates. Um, I got the idea from a YouTuber. I forgot his name, but I will put his link in the description below so you guys can check his stuff out. I don't know if he's been active recently. I think he's on a hiatus, but you guys should totally subscribe to him. So we're gonna start off with 2 Stardust Dragon Assault mode. I only run 2 because 3 can get really cloggy, and you do not, I repeat, do not want to draw into any of the Stardust Dragons, because Assault mode only activates when Assault mode, an Assault mode monster is in the deck, not on your hand or not on the grave. So you want it to be in your deck. The effects of this card is you contribute this card to negate the activation of a spell card, trap card, or effect monster and destroy that card. So basically, you're God on the field. You're God. You have a 3K Logia, and you usually, well, me usually, will have 2. So it's a really good way. When this card's also destroyed, you can also special summon 1 Stardust Dragon from your graveyard, which is not bad. And also, it's not like I'm sorry guys, Quasar Dragon, which you could special summon a Shooting Star Dragon from your extra deck. Okay, so now we have 3 Assault Beasts. Most people run 2, and I could understand why it could get cloggy. Like in my duel video that you guys saw, I drew into all 3, and it could get cloggy. But then again, I find it to be necessary to keep the Assault mode activate very consistent. And plus, hey, it's a 19k beater. The effect is when you discard this card to the graveyard, you can activate one. I'm sorry, guys. You can add one Assault mode activate from your deck to your hand. So it's a really good effect. Flameville Dog. See, this. I'm using the Flameville engine because it's the most consistent way. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the grave, you can special summon 1 fire type monster with 200 or less defense from your deck, except Flameville Fire Dog. So with that, I combo it with Flameville Magician. Flameville Magician's effect doesn't really matter; it's irrelevant. But just the fact that you could special summon it, and you could poke for 14, or you could synchro. That's why it's here. Like I said, guys, the only cards that you only need 3 cards. Either Flameville Magician or Rose Warrior. They're both level 4 tuners. And an Instant Fusion. And then 1 Assault Beast or Assault Mode activate. That's all you need to get first turn Stardust Assault. But I'll get into the combos later. I also run 2 Goblinberg because his effect is really good, and it pulls off easy XYZ summon or synchro summon. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your hand and change this card to defense position. So with this, I usually go for an Exceed. I'm sorry guys, for a synchro play, I usually go for Flameville or Rose Warrior or Mist Soldier. But if I'm in a bad situation, or I'm not getting the cards that I need and I need to stall a bit more, I would gladly special summon a Fire Dog or Assault Beast and just go into a 39 Utopia. So with that, since you're running 15 spells, I also run 2 Summoner Monk. I gotta say, Summoner Monk is one of the MVPs of this deck. I don't draw it too often. I wish I would, but I don't know, I guess it's just my luck. When this card is normal summon or flip summon, it is changed to defense position. Once per turn, you could discard 1 spell card to special summon a level 4 monster from your deck. It cannot attack this turn. See, with that opens up a ton of possibilities, guys. Since you run 15 spells, it's a lot. Um, you could special summon a level 4 tuner, or you could just special summon a level 4 monster to XYZ play. So it opens up many possibilities, guys. This is what I like about this deck. It's very versatile until you get the cards that you need. Two Rose Warriors. What I like about Rose Warrior is you could special summon it with Goblinberg, and if your opponent's field is wide open, attack first, and they will lose 19k, because when you attack and inflict battle damage, inflict 300 life points to your opponent. Level 4 tuner, warrior, how good can it get? And this is a personal tech, guys, and it's also a level 4 tuner, Mist Valley Soldier. I barely use this guy, but he's there in case of emergencies. While you control this face-up card, any opponent's monster that battled this card but is not destroyed by battle returns to its owner's hand at the end of the damage step. So, guys, when let's say your opponent has Thought Ruler Archfiend, excuse me, or Zen Mains. Zen Mains is a better example. You could, and your opponent only has a Zen Mains. You could summon this. Attack Zen Mains. You will lose life points, but it's a small price to pay for Zen Mains popping everything on your field. So you hit Zen Mains, and Mist Valley stays on the field. So because when you attack a defense position monster and it has higher defense points than you, your monster doesn't get destroyed. So at the end of the damage step, you go main phase 2, and your opponent's Zen Mains goes back to the extra deck, which that could be a huge plus for you, because maybe that gives you another turn to get a Goblinberg or an Assault Beast to get your plays. I'm also running a Gores, because guys, Gores wins games. Now, in my opinion, what makes this deck even more playable is Instant Fusion. You could pay 1,000 life points to special summon a level 5 or lower fusion monster from your deck. This special summon is treated as a fusion summon. The fusion monster special summoned by this effect cannot attack, and it is destroyed during the end phase. You can only activate one instant fusion per turn. See, this would have to be my favorite spell in the deck. Why? Because you could go for level 4 fusions, either XYZ summon or synchro summon. I usually synchro summon with them, because if you have this in hand, this, and this, or assault mode, boom, first turn, Stardust assault mode, and from then on is pretty much downhill from your opponent. Your opponent is gonna have to waste a lot of resources to get rid of that, and then even after they get rid of it, boom, you have a 25k Stardust. So, you're gonna stay on top. I do run 3 Upstart Goblins because you guys could change this however you like, 2 dualities and an Upstart, but I prefer 3 Upstarts because gaining life points to my opponent is not that big of a threat. Because if I'm just missing one piece and you draw into it, you have a 3k beater. 1,000 life points is going to be super insignificant. So I run 3 of those. I run 3 MSDs for back row hate because you don't want anything interrupting your assault mode activate. A heavy, a mind control just in case they have a Ryo or a level 4 monster. You could use mind control, normal summon magician, and synchro with their monster. Dark hole. I run 1 magical mallet. I don't know if I should run 2, but I'm running 1 for now. Like I said, guys, if you draw into your assault mode Stardust, it's gonna be dead. You're not gonna play it this game unless you draw into a magical mallet. I am debating to bumping up to 2, but again, guys, this deck is still in testing, so it's gonna be changed. I run a Rhoda to search out Goblinberg and Rose Warrior, Monster Reborn, and 3 assault mode activates. Most people will fight about this with me because I have 3 assault beasts. Why would I need 3 assault mode activates. Because, well, guys, the answer is simple. I want it in my hand. I want it on my field. I want first turn Stardust assault mode. That's what I want. You could maybe bump this down to 2. It might work for you, but for me, I think I'll let it stay at 3. I also run a warning, a judgment, and a dark bribe. Dark bribe so they don't a dark bribe so they don't, you know, mess up your plays. The side deck doesn't really matter, but the side deck is still in you know, in process. I run 2 assault slash. I run assault teleport. This could work for Magical Mallet, but I think Magical Mallet has more diversity because you could put more than 1 card and draw as many cards as you put back. I also run a Thought Ruler, a Red Dragon Archfiend, and a Colossal Fighter, just because I want to give diversity, maybe game 2 or something of assault mode. I also run a Starlight Road. You know, I'm thinking about maybe taking out an MSD and putting in a Huge Revolution is Over, because I personally prefer it. But in an assault deck, I think Starlight Road will be more useful. I also run 2 Light Imprisoning Mirrors and 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, even though I barely go into this because I am running Summoner Monk. Gore's doesn't really get affected by this since its effect is in the hand during the damage step, so it doesn't get affected by it. For the extra deck, of course you're gonna need the 3 Stardust Dragons. It's a must. Stardust Dragon is not my favorite synchro monster. It's Thought Ruler Archfiend, but it is very key to this deck. And you could run 2, but I prefer 3 because I have gotten into situations that I've had 2 Stardust Assault mode and 1 Stardust. So it's pretty good. Run it. 1 Thought Ruler Archfiend, a Scrap Dragon for emergencies, Crimson Blader. This is an amazing card, guys. If you already got your setup and you're just like messing around, totally go for this guy, because you know, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, your opponent cannot normal summon or special summon a level 5 or higher monster during their next turn. Do I need to say more? It's amazing, guys. I also won a 39 Utopia, Gem Knight Pearl, Maestroke, the Symphony Vision, Photon whatever, Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord, and this is what I do. Rail Cannon Gustav Max. This is what I love to do. I should have done this in the video, guys, but I didn't. I special summoned 2 assault modes activate, and I got my Stardust, and I had 2, and I attacked the very last turn with my opponent 1,000 life points or less. For there, I could have main phase 2, overlaid these 2 monsters, and then gone for a Gustav Max, detach 1, and inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. It's a good way to end the game. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good way to end the game. And I also run Dark Flare Dragon. I'm sorry, guys, Dark Fire Dragon for the instant fusions. Or you could use any level 4 instant fusion monster that you want. So guys, that's my Stardust Assault deck. If you guys have any questions or comments, or you know, any way for me to improve this deck, please guys do not hesitate to ask. I love to hear your feedback. Thanks guys a lot, and I sure will be making a lot more vids. Thanks guys. This is Oblivion 477. I'm going out.